Hello. Um, we're gonna go through a couple of frequently asked questions. They are kind of paraphrased since they're asked in multiple different ways, but they all basically are the same thing. Um, yeah, so let's get started on this. Yeah, are you aware of how expensive and or rare that was? Yes. Yes, I am. Very aware most of the time. Uh, a lot of times, things are either sent to me or I'm given an amount of money to purchase something. So, yeah, there's that side of it. The other side is sometimes some of the expensive things really are in total crap condition. I know this is going to blow a little bit of this immersion out of there, but some things that you've seen in the past that, oh my God, that is so expensive. I would never have even sold it because it was in that bad of condition. I had to do a lot of lighting tricks, sometimes repairs, basically to hide the fact that it was in poor condition. Yeah, not everything that you see as valuable is really worth anything at all. Okay, why don't I donate to like children's charities or thrift stores in general? Locally, there's only two thrift stores. They don't really sell stuffed animals. They do, but if you consider one of those little tubs that are, I mean, this wouldn't even fit in it as the only stuffed animals they carry. Yeah, they're generally not accepting stuffed animals. For me to donate to a big charity, I'd have to drive, 50 to between 50 and 100 miles just to get to one. And then there's the deal. I've mentioned it on some of the responses. Just look up thrift store dumpster diving. Oh God, none of them will sell inflatable stuff. So if you take inflatable stuff to a thrift store, it is going in the garbage. They don't put it out. Stuffed animals, once they get overwhelmed, so say a thrift store that only carries one of those little tubs full of them, yeah, look in their back dumpster. There's probably a ton of stuffed animals in there. And I generally don't like dealing with charities and whatnot because, well, I feel after looking at some of the tax information on some of the big ones, such as Goodwill, as much as they're charity, they really are not. They're for profit hiding behind a 503c. You know, bring in $65 million in 1 year, only 100,000 of that went to actual charities. You tell me if that's a non-profit. Are you evil or not well? If you knew me in person and didn't know anything about my channel, you would never know. Most of what I do on my channel is just an act, and from the sounds of it, I've convinced a lot of you guys that I'm like the devil or, completely psychotic. Anybody that knows me in person knows me as kind of one of the nicest people around. I like children. They sometimes I do give some stuff to the children, uh, but generally with the parents' permission. Um, yeah, it's most of what I do here is really an act. It seems I get a lot more likes and whatnot for this act, likes and subscriptions. So anyone knows the way YouTube works, likes and subscriptions are the currency. I'm just giving people what they want. Do I do anything other than destruction? Yes, I do a lot of other things. I've even tried pushing some of that onto the channel to give a little bit of variety, but yeah, that backfired. Uh, some of the other things that I do on here usually get so many dislikes and no views. So, yeah, like I mentioned in the previous question, likes and subscriptions are the currency. So, I generally just slip things in there. I don't expect them to do very well, but I like to give a little bit of variety to my channel. It's not not brain surgery. I mean, you're going to do whatever's the successful thing. But as far as other things that I'm interested in, I love Lego. Uh, I find it kind of relaxing. I do collect stuffed animals and inflatables. So, yeah, as to the first question, I am aware of how valuable some of these things are. Hell, I've paid premiums for some of the stuff for my collection. I do a lot of video games, so you've seen a few of those in my channel where I'm unboxing and reviewing things. I don't think those things would go very far in the channel, so I don't really focus on them. And here's a little bit of a bonus one. To all you little bots out there that post links to sexy ladies in my comments section, yeah, the reason they're not showing is I delete them before anybody gets to see them. Hell, if you put a link in the comments, it's blocked. So, generally speaking, if I think you're not a bot and I visit the link and it's I think it'd do good for the channel, I'll approve it. If it's just taking you away from the channel to scam you, it ain't gonna be allowed. It's gonna be reported and it's gonna be deleted. Sorry, bots. In finishing, I'm just gonna say I hope to keep the channel going. Hopefully that pulled off some of the mask a little bit as far as some of the questions that people have. I well, if you have any more questions, go ahead and ask them down in the comments. I'll try to be up front with you. I mean, as I said, this is an act. I think I've convinced a lot of people that I'm what you see when I really am not. Anyways, thank you for watching. Comments below. Hope to hear from you guys later.